Welcome back to Severn Valley in Hereford for round 4 of the British Autograss Series. It's Class 7 up next. Modified rear-wheel drive saloons over 1420cc. The grid positions look like this. Michaela Dance going off P1 from Nicola Mackenzie, Lynn Olsen, Shamel Clayton, Jill Grasby. These are Reynolds doesn't start from Jodie Faulkner going off P7, and Susan Herdman off 8. Jake.
What a start from Nicola Mackenzie. Absolute rocket ship up towards turn 1. Susan Herdman strong on the outside line as well. Dance goes a little bit too deep into the first corner, and she's going to lose 2 or 3 positions. But look out in front. Herdman has got the lead after a stunning run round the outside line. Here comes Mackenzie, though, back on the inside line. No, you don't, my darling. I'm going to try and get this victory back again. And they are side by side. Still into turn 1, side by side, almost banging doors. They do bang doors this time, and they are locked together in mortal combat down the straight into turn 3. This is sensational stuff. Herdman on the outside, Mackenzie on the inside, and they are still scrabbling away. In third position, that looks like Lynn Olsen now has moved her way forward, just in front of Michaela Dance, but she's not surrendered the place yet. She is going to try her best to get up through the field once more, and now look, Susan Herdman has finally made a bit of a break on Nicola Mackenzie, and she's just drifted wide. It's all gone back again. They're going to continue this duel right the way to the death by the look of it as they come into the first corner once again. Dance has now got back through. Big mistake from Herdman. She runs out wide, and up the inside comes Mackenzie on the throttle, on the power. See you later, alligator. I'm through into the lead. A beautiful overtake there from Nicola Mackenzie. The Spalding and District Club racer now leads comfortably over her rival there, Susan Herdman, but this battle for third position just will not die as we go into the last lap. Dance and Olsen having a great squabble for position, but I think this time Mackenzie has shown the cleaner pair of heels to Herdman into the final turn. Herdman still trying, plenty of grip on the outside line. Is there enough speed? Not this time. It is going to be Mackenzie who takes it, but only just one more lap, and that would have been a very different result. Dance is third from Olsen, Clayton 5th position from Jill Grasby and Jodie Faulkner of the Shropshire and Telford Club, but Nicola Mackenzie large and in charge out front in the ladies class 7. Brilliant drive.
Fantastic action. More action on the way. Coming thick and fast. Class 2, front and rear wheel drive, limited modifications up to 1300cc. This is the ladies class. Sarah Trott goes out of P1 from Sue Harris, Sophie Morgan, Amy Holden, Leanne Hushker, Anne-Marie Chadburn, Vicky Soul and Rachel Foles. That is the grid for ladies class 2. The big point scorer by quite a margin actually is Sarah Trott. She's going off P1. She's had 2 wins and a second in the heats.
And she's got a good start initially off the line. Is she going to be able to hold it to that inside line? The answer at the moment is yes. Sue Harris is just off to her left, but round the outside, this is a great start from Vicky Soul. She's going to have great traction off turn 2 as well, and she might be able to hold this round the outside and take the lead. She does. Good start there from Vicky Soul, straight into the lead, and it's absolute skittles behind as everybody tries to pick their way through. 3 wide for third between Holden, Morgan and Chadburn, and it's Holden that's got the initial line on the inside to take the position. Chadburn's still there to her left, but here comes the 5th position driver. That is Sophie Morgan, still trying to attack on Chadburn up the inside line. That is the 1F. That is Amy Holden from the Forest of Dean Club, and still this battle for the lead. Soul has got pressure again as onto the inside line comes the pole position sitter, Sarah Trott, trying to get back into the lead here. Not much to choose between these two, but Soul has got the advantage at the moment. Trott is there in 2nd position, and third now, definitely closing in on both of them is Amy Holden. A little bit of a jostle behind as the treble 2, Leanne Hushker, moves up to 5th position. That is Trott! Trott is out of it! I don't believe it. Sarah Trott is out of the race.
2 wins and a second gave Sarah Trott pole position. She was the big point scorer early on in the heats, but the dynamic is if you DNF, you do not score any points in the final.
That is a disaster for Sarah Trott, and there's more contact. Hushka goes sideways, and somehow she manages to keep it in the straight line. That is brilliant, and all that confusion has put Amy Holden into 2nd position behind Vicky Soul, who is going to have an unchallenged run to the Class 2 ladies victory into the final turn, and this is going to be one of the easiest victories Vicky Soul has ever had in autograss racing. Double checkered. What a disaster for Sarah Trott. Soul is your winner from Amy Holden. Sophie Morgan hangs on to third in front of Anne-Marie Chadburn. Sue Harris ends up in front of Leanne Hushka, with Rachel Fowles in 7th. Sarah Trott DNFing in the final.
We move on to ladies class 8, the Y33 machine, the lady from York there on the outside. Nicola Jess has had 3 wins. She is a dominant force in this one. Her nearest opposition has had a first, a second and a third. That's Shelley Tipton. She scored 136 points in the earlier heats, but Jess has already scored 165 points. She's an overwhelming favourite, Jake.
Well, perhaps you could call this the Jess Fest then, as away they go off the line, and she's got a perfect getaway round the outside. She's going to cut through and sweep into the lead. If she has her way, and if earlier form is to be indicated, then nobody in this race will see which way she went. She is already storming through into a controlling lead, has got a good advantage here from Tipton. Tipton slides wide though, and already that looks like Emerson and Makar have got through. So unfortunately, Lud 1 is down to 5th position, I think now, as on the inside that, no, well, she's coming back round the outside, trying to get back into contention, but it is Emerson challenging Makar now for 2nd position, and up to 3rd place. That looks like Emily Gill coming through. So we've got 4 drivers there but questing after this 2nd position, and it's Gill who's there. Gill has pushed through into 2nd position just in front of Makar. Emerson down to 4th position and still sliding around on the outside line. That is Lud 1. Shelley Tipton hanging around for 5th position. Just watching 3rd position, that is Makar. Trying to close down on Gill once more. Emerson and Tipton in 4th and 5th positions, and actually Gill has dropped the field and is starting to make inroads into our leader Nicola Jess, York 33. I'm not sure she'll quite have the time to get there, but that will definitely make things more interesting for round 5 of the championship next time out. So that'll be a bit of a watchword. Here's the battle for 5th position. Ashmore on the inside of Tipton. I think Tipton's got a problem. I think she's actually going to not make the finish of this race. Yes, look, she's stopped out on the exit of turn 4. Her race is over, but we're on the last lap, so that's not going to be a red flag, fortunately. Out of the final turn then comes Y33. Nicola Jess wins everything today. That's 4 straight wins. That is so difficult in autograss racing. It is the Jess Fest completed then on the top step of the podium. Emily Gill 2nd from Laura Makar and Laura Emerson. Ali Ashmore is 5th from Charlene Hankey, and Lauren Evans with Shelley Tipton not making the flag. But Jess is best.
Moving on, Class 6 is up next. Front-wheel drive modified vehicles over 1421cc. Only 5 drivers made the grid for this one. It looks like this. Leanne Lewis doesn't start, but it's Karen Taylor going off P2. Then Gina Fackrell, Tracy Burrell, Lewis is missing, and then Sarah Haig out of P6 and Hannah Johnson off P7, and they're off and running, Jake.
Great start from Sarah Haig. I think she's going to get the jump into the first corner. She's definitely got the pace on the far side as Taylor and Fackrell get a little bit too close together on the inside, but Taylor's got good speed and pace. Haig's gone a little bit sideways, and there was a little bang on the door there. Haig manages to get away with that one. Here comes Hannah Johnson up the inside line. We've got a car stopped on the start line, I think it is, or certainly down the straight at turn 1. That is Tracy Burrell. A warning flag there for the cars as they come through. It's not a race stoppage. Where is Burrell's car? There it is. So unfortunately, York 43 is not going any further, but Johnson has used that to her advantage, and she's found the speed to get past Sarah Haig.
Sarah Haig was a dominant force in the heat. She won all 3 heats, but she's struggling here at the moment. She scored 30 more points than Karen Taylor, the 2nd highest point scorer, but doesn't look like she's going to be taking the win here.
Well, how about this? Hannah Johnson has had a nightmare of a day so far. She's not been able to finish any of the races so far today. 2 DNFs and a non-start in race 3, but now she's got a chance to redeem herself here in the final as we watch these 2 battling over 3rd. This is Fackrell fighting it out with Karen Taylor down in 4th position, but look at this from Hannah Johnson. She's got a great lead after the misery of her day so far. She is now out in front. Sarah Haig in 2nd, and she can't keep up with her. This is brilliant stuff from the S16Y.
Fantastic recovery drive by Hannah Johnson from the Scarborough Club. Can she keep it going? She's got a comfortable lead. It looks like she's just got to drive it to the finish line to win this one. Oh, maybe not. Oh, 2 cones.
Oh, no.
3 cones. She's just taken out 3 cones.
Oh, no.
And I believe that will be a black flag. It is.
Oh.
A black flag is waiting. She's going to take the checkered flag, but The black flag is going to be waiting for her after the checker flag. There's the marshal in the back, and just see him. He's just given her the black flag for taking out the 3 cones.
So Haig has won everything then. Let's look at it again. She just gets a good line on the inside line. 2 eager, 1 cone goes. Bang goes the second, and then just to muller it all off, there's the 3rd. That is cruel for Hannah Johnson. So Sarah Haig gets 4 wins out of 4 then. Karen Taylor 2nd from Gina Fackrell. Tracy Burrell a retirement, of course, and Hannah Johnson. That is so cruel after her miserable day. A win on a plate, and it ends in heartbreak.